The briefcase is dead. Long live the backpack. Once the hallmark of boardroom power, the briefcase has quietly slipped into the past. These days, it's not just interns and tech bros rocking backpacks, it's executives, consultants, even lawyers in tailored suits. In fact, according to the Wall Street Journal, men in their 50s and 60s are making the switch, choosing premium backpacks from brands like Tumi or Troubadour and leaving the old leather rectangle behind. Why? Well, because backpacks have grown up. They've evolved into sleek, technical and executive-ready tools of the modern-day workforce. And the shift isn't just about looks either, it's about how we work now. You see, a briefcase might get you to the office, but a backpack will get you through your whole day, from the gym to the desk to drinks. So in this video, we are showcasing 5 of the best office backpacks for work in 2025, bags that look sharp, bags that carry smart, and bags that sort of move with you. But first, what actually makes a backpack suitable for work? Well, it comes down to a few things. Clean, obviously. Professional, of course. Great aesthetics, smart internal organization, and all-day comfort. You want something that's going to fit in the office and then go straight to the boardroom or a cafe without sort of making anybody look at you twice. But it still holds everything you need to get through the day. So that means padded laptop sleeve, compartments for your tech accessories, weather protection for your commute, and a structured shape that's not going to slouch and make you look sort of messy. You know what I'm talking about? So the best work backpacks aren't actually just about carrying your stuff, it's about helping you stay organized, looking sharp, and moving confidently through your day. So let's dive in. First up, we have the Troubadour Matrix, which is a clean, tailored silhouette paired with rugged, weatherproof performance. Troubadour is a London-based brand that was started by 2 former bankers who couldn't find bags that matched their suits, so they made their own. Today, the brand is known for minimalist aesthetics, luxury trims, and some seriously clever features. So let's take a look at the specs. This is a 20-litre capacity bag that comes in at 48.9 by 35.6 by 16.5 centimetres. It weighs 1.2 kilos. It has a laptop sleeve that is padded to fit up to a 16-inch device. So for the materials on this bag, we have, for the most part, some recycled and waterproof polyester with a PU coating. Then there's some vegan leather trims around the place on the pull tabs, on the grab handle, and then on this front pouch here. Sort of gives it a little bit more of a refined look. On the inside, there's a soft microfiber lining, which will protect all of your tech and your valuables. And then on the back, we have a breathable 3D mesh panel. So that gives you some airflow there, and it's also quite cushy. There are AquaGuard zippers all around, and then you'll also see there are some storm flaps up here. So just sort of keeping the rain off all of your tech and all of your important items. So this streamlined silhouette is quite minimal, but there's enough going on to keep it interesting, I think, and it's very much designed for a professional setting. Now on the inside here, you have this little tech command center. This is where you can keep all of your tech. There's elastic loops, some pocketing, little magnetic pouch, and you can see this is where I've set up my charger and all of my cords and my dongles and everything like that. Then there's a zippered pouch here, and I'm just keeping my wallet there. With something like this, it basically means that you don't need a tech pouch. You can organize all of your tech within the bag, and it sort of accordions out as well. As you can see, there's quite good access there, so I like that a lot. Then up the top here, this section here, which I'm using as my quick access pouch, so I've got my sunglasses, keys on a little key leash, my AirPods Pro in the Horween Nomad leather case, and this is where you can stick an AirTag too if you want to sort of keep track of your bag. So that's a nice little quick access pouch there. On the top here, we have a triple bonded top handle with some grip on the bottom. So when you're grabbing that, you really do feel like you're getting a good grab of it. I like that. Flipping it around the back, luggage pass-through if you're sort of going on a business trip, and then some very ergonomic shoulder straps, padded ventilation on the bottom. They're not the firmest in the world, but they feel good. And there's this sort of magnetic pop-up spot here, so you could, I don't know, you could probably keep your AirPods in there or maybe some pens, whatever you need. Opening up the zips to the main compartment, we see that there is a little lockable section if you want to pop a padlock on there, if you are carrying some important tech. And then there's quite good access to the inside there as well. So I've got my blunt Metro umbrella, my Roost laptop stand, and then also my Magic Keyboard sliding into one of these top pockets here. A few other little pockets for pens and bits and pieces. And you can see that's the space that you're working with in there. So it's not excessive, but it should carry sort of everything you need for the office. There's also this zip pocket at the back here, and that's where I'm just keeping a little notebook. That's the main compartment. This bag has a water bottle pocket on the side, which is gusseted, so it'll stretch out to keep a larger water bottle pocket. I've just got the Memo stainless steel water bottle in there. I like that a lot. And then on the other side, there's this little quick access stash pocket. And just to give you an idea of size, I've also put just a very cute sort of A7 sized Memo water bottle in there as well. You don't have to fill this with water, you can fill it with whatever you like. Anyway, that zips up nice and tight too. And then finally, on the back, we have access to the laptop compartment. These zips are under the rain flap, and this opens up, and it's a padded and suspended laptop compartment. Will hold up to a 16-inch. I've just got a 14-inch in there, and then there is another sleeve as well in the front. You can stick your iPad or some sort of business documents in there, whatever you need. The Matrix backpack is 95 recycled construction, so it is not only smart, but it's sustainable. And why we like it is because of that smartness. It's sort of smart without shouting about it. It's a little bit understated, but still very much professional, very much signaling to you what it is. The tech organization on this bag is fantastic, as well as the padded laptop compartment. It's going to keep everything safe, organized, and it's going to look boardroom ready. Plenty of places to sort of secure all of your important tech. And of course, that AirTag pocket is a nice touch as well, so you're never going to lose this. This is a bag that is best for the more sharply dressed professional, perhaps a creative, someone who appreciates the quiet luxury with some serious functionality. But nevertheless, I'd like to see how many beers this can fit. Cool, so that is 4 4-packs and a 6-pack, plenty of space. Actually kind of surprised at how much capacity there was in this bag, given that it sort of is so sleek. But yes, plenty of space. So if you do have a slightly larger carry, this is definitely one to consider. If you're looking for a compact work backpack with some premium materials and some really dialed in organization, then the Air CityPack Pro 2 is hard to beat. This one is the X-Pac version, also comes in their standard ballistic nylon. Air is all about form meeting function, and this pack, perfect example. It's sleek, understated, and it's built like a tank. This version, the X-Pac version, is a technical weatherproof laminate, which is originally designed for sailcloths, and it's known for being lightweight, durable, and quite resistant to the elements. So let's check it out. So this is a 24-litre bag, and the dimensions come in at 31.5 by 18 by 46 centimeters. It weighs 1.23 kilos, and it also fits a 16-inch laptop with a suspended laptop sleeve. This material is the X-Pac VX42 exterior. There is some Cordura backing on it, so it does have that extra layer of durability. You get YKK AquaGuard zippers, there's Duraflex hardware. On the inside, there's some really cool, soft, high visibility lining. So one of the key features of this bag is that the opening gives you quite a lot of access, as you can see. And in the inside, there's all of these internal mesh pockets, which means that you can sort of organize yourself however you like. You'll see inside blunt Metro umbrella, Roost laptop stand, Magic Keyboard, and that's all fit in this pouch here, which has an elastic band which keeps it nice and tight when it's not being used and out of the way. And then we have that laptop compartment which will fit up to a 16-inch laptop compartment, and some really soft material on the inside and quite a bit of padding. So that's good. There's an admin panel in this pocket here, and this is where you can put and organize all of your tech. So I've got my charging block, some cables, a little hard drive. Down the bottom there, some more space and some more pocketing with this lovely stretchy material. It's got some cords in there. And then there's a zippered compartment up the top with some of that lovely high visibility lining. And in there, I'm just keeping my wallet. I think that's a nice safe space for it. And then in the back, another little pocket, and that's where I'm keeping my notepad. So that is plenty of organization there. Oh, that VX crinkle. Nothing else sounds like it. On this little pouch here, that's just your dump pocket, and that's where I've just thrown my keys on this lovely little matching colored leash. But that's a great spot to throw things if you sort of grab a pack of gum, or you have a book or a receipt and you just want to put that in there. I do like a front dump pocket. But when you do need access to your essentials, there is this top zip pocket here that also has that lovely bright lining. This is more of a microfiber cloth material, so very soft on the inside, and that's where I'm keeping my sunglasses and my AirPods Pro in the Horween leather case from Nomad. That zips up and has one of those sort of little semi-lockable zippers. There's a water bottle pocket on one side here, again with some gusseting to be able to allow you to put in a larger water bottle if you'd like. This is that Memobottle that I think is very profesh. And then elsewhere on the outside, we have all of these little tabs here where you can attach things if you'd like. These are just zipper pulls to help you sort of grip and rip, which I think makes for a more elegant experience. Plenty of handling. The handles are Airs handles, so you know they're thick, they're squidgy, they feel good. And then on the back, we have these contoured shoulder straps, some more clips, there's a sternum strap, some breathable mesh on the back with an air channel and a luggage pass-through that velcros down. So it is quite a sleek little bag, sleek enough for office meetings, I think, and then also quite durable as well, so it'll be okay if you want to travel with it. Quite a versatile bag. Obviously the X-Pac is a look. If you don't think that's suitable, then maybe one of the Cordura ballistic nylon muted colors and aesthetics will be more suitable for you. But I think this is a great bag for urban professionals and creative commuters who want really compact, high-end material, but then like zero compromises on organization. We made a video on this bag, check it out up here. This is one we've made ourselves. This is the Rushfaster EDC Pro backpack. So this has been designed in-house and it distills over 15 years of testing carry from all around the world into one sleek, modular, daily work companion. So let's take a look at it. So this is a 26 litre capacity backpack and the dimensions are 45 by 30 by 17 centimeters. It weighs 1.2 kilos and it has a floating and padded laptop section which will hold up to a 16-inch device. The materials on the outside are a 420D Cordura nylon. It's lightweight, it's abrasion and water resistant. We've also got some weatherproof YKK zippers. There's durable 210 ripstop lining on the inside. And there's also a foam padded back panel with an airflow channel and a luggage pass-through. Nylon webbing with Fidlock compatible points. This sternum strap is adjustable, and then the contoured shoulder strap are really nice and firm, nice and soft on the inside where it touches the body. Love that. So despite the quite clean exterior, there is actually a lot going on the inside. So let's take a look. Admin pocket on the front here. This is one of the quick access points. This is a lovely contrasting color here. On the inside, I've just got a notebook. There's another stretch pocket down here, but there's plenty of little points for pens and whatnot. And then on this zippered area, keeping my keys. This is the Horween leather Orbitkey key organizer, and then also my Belroy leather wallet. So that's the sort of admin pouch there. You can see there is quite a lot of capacity if you did want to load it out. There are two water bottle pockets on this. They both have this wonderful feeling, really high quality stretch material. There's an elasticized opening there too. So I just love the way that this looks in the light. It's a really nice, interesting texture to it. It holds your water bottle nice and securely, no problems. There is a passport pocket on the back. Of course, you can pop whatever you like in there, anything you want to keep secure, and that is a reasonable size as well. On the top, you have a quick access compartment, and this is where I'm keeping my glasses case as well as my headphones. These are just things that I'm going to need to grab while I'm on the go, on the commute. Opening up the main compartment, you see there is a lot of space inside, which is no surprise. This is 26 litres. So we've got that laptop compartment there, which is very protective. That's a 14-inch, of course, it does hold up to a 16-inch. Also some pocketing you could use it for an iPad. I've just put my keyboard in there. This really cool little pen spot I've just used for my Apple Pencil. I think that's perfect. Rushfaster packing cube, just a spare pair of underpants, socks and a shirt. Hey, you never know what's gonna happen in the big city. And then there's some pocketing on the inside too, and this is really great for organizing some items that I find can be a little bit bulky and get in the way, like my Blunt Metro umbrella. That's keeping that really nice and secure and organized in one of these little pouch pockets on the side with some elasticized opening. And then on the other side, I've got my Roost laptop stand. And having these two pockets just sort of keeps these things out of the way and actually opens up more of the internal space for things like my Rushfaster tech pouch, which I can use to organize all my additional tech, or you could have your lunch, or you could have a spare pair of gym shoes, whatever you like. Then there is a air tag, make sure you don't lose your bag and track it. And then this see-through mesh pocket, which is zippered, and this has just a little handful of my snacks to stay nice and healthy. More of this lovely stretch material on the inside. here, just keeping some more of my tech. That's my brick and my charging cable. And then down the bottom, there is also another zippered pocket here. Empty at the moment, but just another great option. If you need it, it's there. If you don't need it, it's not getting in the way. You can just zip that straight back up. The grab handle on top of this bag is fantastic, nice and squishy, a lot of room for big knuckled friends. And then there's another sort of handle here, which is great for hooking your bag and hanging it up if you get to the office or if you're using a public bathroom or anything like that. The Rushfaster EDC Pro backpack comes in 3 colors. This is the sand. It also comes in an olive green and a black. So I like the sand, I think it pops. The green is very nice, very versatile, and then the black is classic. So obviously 26 litres is a lot of space, but if you do need a little bit extra literage or carry capacity, what you can do is grab this Rushfaster Cargo Pouch. This clips on at the lash points there. There's a little zippered section to hold your items, and then you can also bundle some of the larger items underneath. It sort of works in a way that a beaver tail would work. So that's a great little accessory. Lots of Rushfaster accessories, and they all obviously work in the ecosystem. This is a really great pack for anyone, really. It's designed for digital nomads, office professionals, can work as a one-bag travel bag. So if you sort of don't know what your day is gonna throw at you, this is the bag for you. Now, if you need a pack that's gonna work just as hard after 6 p.m. as it does during the day, then you wanna be checking out the Able Carry Max EDC pack. This Hong Kong-based brand is all about intuitive organization, ergonomic comfort, and bomb-proof durability. The Max EDC pack is their flagship for professionals on the move. Let's take a look at the specs. So this is a 26 litre bag, and it is a big 26 litres if you know what I mean. It comes in at 50 by 30 by 19 centimetres. It weighs 1.55 kilos, that is the X-Pac version at least, and it has a laptop sleeve which is padded and will fit up to a 17-inch device. This is ocean blue. This is the X-Pac VX21, so it's a technical fabric which is very lightweight, waterproof, and tear resistant. You'll see it sort of crinkles and has that X-Pac look about it. You've got Cordura 1000D on the base, and that is for some added durability. You also get Woojin hardware, YKK zippers, and then a high contrast internal lining for visibility. There's this slash sort of front zippered access pocket, has a rain flap over the front to keep the water out. And in there, I'm just keeping my keys on a key leash, which is handy. And then there's 2 stretch pockets on the inside. I've dumped my AirPods in there. But then there's also plenty of sort of daisy chain webbing so you can organize things how you'd like. Moving around to the side, this is the water bottle pocket. It's very discreet. It doesn't look like a water bottle pocket, but it sure operates like one. On the inside, gusseted, stretchy, expandable, water bottle goes in, no problems. Zips up. On the other side, we have a more discreet quick access pocket, and this here is where I'm keeping my sunglasses just for easy access. Perfect size there. Again, we see some more daisy chains there, so you can add some accessories if you'd like, or really just secure things. In fact, this whole bag has all these points all around it for adding accessories or extra pieces of carry. Really, really modular in that sense. There is a quick access pocket on the top, which is hidden away under a Cordura rain flap. And in here, I've kept my wallet. I think that's a nice safe spot. It is quite a slim little pocket, but it does go down quite deep. You can see quite deep in there. On the back, some really beefy, really padded shoulder straps, padded back panel, and a channel for some airflow, and then this quite slim luggage pass-through spot. So that's great to see as well. Little hook for hanging up the bag, and then a couple of really great, really firm feeling handles on the top, and then also on the side. This opens up quite wide, almost clamshell, and then we have on one side, we have an admin panel pocket. This is see-through here. You can go in and grab your snacks, see what snacks your mum has packed you for the day. And then on the top, just another little pocket, and in there I've just got a little hard drive. But on the inside, plenty of room, very open, but with a few little tricks. The first one that I like is another one of these little pockets on the inside where I'm using it to keep my umbrella out of the way. So that's great too. Very stretchy material with some elastic, more lash points around the place, more daisy chain, just in case you really want to make this your own, attaching pouches, you can totally do that. I've just got a small Rushfaster packing cube in there, Rushfaster pencil case, Rushfaster tech pouch, laptop stand. Once I remove all of that, you can see there is quite a lot of big open space, and that high contrast ripstop makes for some really great visibility. So I like that. And then finally, moving over to the laptop area. And this will hold up to a 17-inch laptop. So really quite a lot of space, and it opens up quite wide as well. So you can see there, plenty of padding for the laptop, and then plenty of room for other little accessories as well, like a keyboard. And there's also some pocketing there if you wanted to put some other accessories in. And then on this side here, this is sort of your tech admin panel. And here we have some nice little pocketing for some organization. Just thrown in my charging brick there, but then I've also got a cable in these little stretch pockets, and these feel really lovely. And there's plenty of them to just sort of sort things out the way that you need it to be. So that is the Able Carry EDC Max backpack. It also comes in tarmac black, desert brown, and then also earth green. So a couple of different colors depending on sort of what your vibe is. But really, really tough bag that wears very comfortably and can transition from sort of basically the desk to the weekend. That's sort of the vibe that I'm getting from it. Very good for busy professionals with dynamic days. The kind of person who will pack a gym pass and then a pitch deck and then a second shirt maybe for dinner. So this is a hell of a lot of backpack, and it's not gonna let you down. It's gonna get you through the day. And finally, we have the Black Ember Citadel 20. This is a high-tech urban pack built with some laser cut precision and some weatherproof materials. This is a bag with quite a few tricks up its sleeve, so really interesting way to end the video. So this is the 20-litre version, also comes in a 25-litre version. The dimensions are 45 by 31 by 10 centimeters. It weighs 1 kilo, and it has a suspended laptop sleeve that will fit up to a 14-inch device. The materials here are really interesting. You have Embertex 3-layer waterproof nylon and Cordura Recore with recycled components. Very tough and very sustainable, which is great. There's also some laser cut Hyperlon throughout and T6 anodized aluminium hardware, and it's all made with PFAS-free construction. Construction itself is bond stitch, which is a really, really precise way of making bags and stitching. So it gives you quite a seamless, futuristic sort of aesthetic. The Black Ember Citadel has a grab handle on the side and a grab handle on the top. These are quite big, lots of room, easy to grab. On the back, you have these contoured shoulder straps. These are very, very firm, which I personally quite like. And then there's some sternum strap with some magnets. And on the back, we have some foam with some airflow built into it. I don't know if you can sort of quite see that, but there are these little airflow channels on the inside. Very discreet luggage pass-through, and then this airflow channel in the middle. Now there is a little bit of a trick here. This is sort of the first of many tricks, and that is that these shoulder straps, they can also be hidden under the back panel. And what this does is this turns this from a backpack into a briefcase, which I think is quite interesting and maybe exactly what some of you are looking for. So a little nod to the past there, and then this becomes a briefcase almost, and you can hold it up either side. That's pretty interesting. There are also some additional lash points on the bottom, so if you did want to use this to bring a tripod to work, if you need to shoot with a camera, or even a gym mat, this is a bag that can do it for you. Now let's look at the pocketing. You have quite a large front pocket. You can see that there is a lot of room in here, a lot of volume. So if you have bigger items, they are going to be able to fit in here. But I just have inside the pocketing my keys on a little magnetic keychain which pops off, and that's all Black Ember there, baby. And then some organization with some mesh stretch pockets, just little Apple Pencil, some sunglasses, and my AirPods. And if you want a little bit of extra security, you can actually sort of tie off your zipper in there, and it's got this little locker, and that's through the Hyperlon pull tabs, which I think is a really sophisticated way to do that. Now this is a full-on clamshell bag, which means that it opens all of the way. A lot of other bags sort of say that they're clamshell, but they're sort of maybe 75% clamshell, 90% clamshell. This is 100% clamshell. This is clamshell. This is where we have the laptop sleeve, slightly raised, 14-inch laptop, plenty of padding on the back and also on the pocket here, and some soft material on the inside, and then a second pocket where I've got my keyboard, but you could slide an iPad in there, no problems. Now, this is where it gets interesting again. I mean, Black Ember are one of those companies that do interesting things. They're very focused on their design and their construction. They're a great company. I've got my Blunt Metro umbrella and my Roost laptop stand in here, and then you'll notice that there was no external water bottle pocket. So I'm using this pocket as my water bottle pocket, and that's absolutely fine. I have no issue with that. These Memo bottles, they don't ever leak. I've never had one let me down, and I've had a bunch of them. And this pocket goes the width of the bag. So really big space for anything that you want to dump in there, but also have some visibility as well. And here we have the built-in Black Ember tech pouch, which I think is really interesting, especially for an office bag. So we just unclip this, and then it sort of accordions open, and this is where we can keep all of our tech gear. So charging brick, some cables, some dongles, hard drives, whatever you need, it's all there. And this is quite well protected because it's made from a really hard material. So that's a super interesting feature of the Black Ember Citadel, and I like it a lot. So the Black Ember Citadel is streamlined, it's rugged, and it's made for movement, which is no surprise given that it comes from the former creative director of both Nike and the North Face. So very high pedigree on these Black Ember bags. You've got AquaGuard zips, a very modular setup, all these hidden little tech features and modularity around the place. This is a great bag for somebody who needs durability without compromise and design when they are on the go, when they're making bank. So really great bag for urban commuters and tech professionals who want sleek protection with also some real modern utility. I think it's just got a great look about this bag. It's really fun to use as well. So the backpack has officially grown up, and in 2025, it is leading the charge as the modern work carry of choice. Whether you're chasing timeless minimalism, modular function, or just a better commute generally, there is something here for you. You will find links to all the backpacks and all the accessories that we've mentioned in this video below in the description. If you're in Australia or New Zealand, you can actually purchase from Rushfaster, so check that out. But for everyone else, we'll have links to where you can purchase this, no matter where you are in the world. Let us know in the comments which ones you would pick for work, or if you have a recommendation for a great work backpack. And as always, like, subscribe, sign up for our newsletter, and drink some water. Hey? Stay healthy. I'm Roland from Rushfaster. This has been the best work backpacks for 2025. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.